Dear friends, public speaking, yeah, great, sensational. Do you think that you want to become a public speaker? I was a public speaker throughout my life. I remember when I was in school, so I would address the morning assemblies. And when I was in college and I was in university, so people would ask me, come on, this is an elevated place, and come on and start delivering a lecture. So I was so fond of delivering lectures everywhere. Same is today in front of you. I'm speaking publicly without any paper or without any notes, or I am not reading. I am just my body language that is in front of you, and my body language. I can control my hands. I can become like a bombastic, fantastic, emotional demagogue kind of speaker. Demagogue who is playing with the emotions of people and just arousing the people and telling them something with sentimentality and emotionality. So that, yeah, some politicians they do it, but people listen to you when you are rational, when you are logical, when you are concrete. Yes, some people they listen to you for entertainment. They just enjoy the way you speak, or you may be narrating some stories or some anecdotes or some jokes. So people also enjoy speaking, So you have to decide. But mostly people may not appreciate that much, or they may not listen to you in a big number. For example, hundreds or thousands of people listen to me, and if there is a joker, so if there is a religious pundit or any clergyman, so millions of people will be listening. And to me, an intellectual philosopher, teacher, thousands, maybe hundreds people there listening to me. But they are real listeners. They are real listeners because they understand the value. If you have hundreds and thousands and millions of people, but if there is no message, there is no rationality, there is nothing academic, there is nothing new for them, they are not learning from your words, so they will not listen to you. They may listen to you just for the sake of some time passing or some killing time kind of activity, but they never take you seriously. So let us, the first tip that is to be rational, logical, clear, concise, concrete, correct, objective. That is very important. If you have objectivity, if you have clarity, if you are concise, precise, succinct, to the point, exact, rectitude, straight, so people like it. You may have very few listeners, but really the people in their cores of hearts, they love it. So public speaking, it is an art, and it is also a science. Art means that your own personal involvement, your own creativity, that is also required. Science means that it should be very organized, it should be very rational, it should be systematic, it should be based on your observations, it should be based on your experiments, your experiences. That is scientific, and it is also art, artistic. So when both the things are involved, for example, the beauty of a flower is beautiful, artistic, and in the botany of flower, that is so organized. If you see a flower, the way scientifically, the way it is organized, and when a scientist read or study a flower in an organized way, so that is science. That how many petals and corolla, and the different parts of the flower, and what are the different functions in the pollination, and a lot of those stuff, scientific stuff. So when both art and science are involved, that is great, and I call it SPAL, double SPAL. SPAL means that you have science, you have spirituality, then you have philosophy, you have art, and you have law. When these five things are combined together holistically, so that is a great combination. So the first thing that I told you, that art. Are you really interested to be a public speaker? Do you love to be speaking to public, to people? Or you are just an introvert and you just want to be at your home, in the corner of your home, talking to few people, your family members, very selected friends, and that's all. So if you are reserved, introvert, and a kind of person who have a lot of fears, no, there are two things here now. One, you don't want. Second, you can't. So if you want, then you will. Because when you want to do something, then when there is a will, there is a way. So want is important. First, you have to determine whether you want to become a public speaker or not. If you want to be a public speaker, then ways and means will become. And this, my lecture is also one of the way that you can become a public speaker. So you should have a point. You should have a topic. You should have a title. What message you have for the people, for the public? What unique message you have, which the people have not heard somewhere, or that message they have not heard the way you are presenting it. For example, on public speaking, there may be a lot of videos, a lot of other people, they would have talked to you how to become a public speaker. But the way I am talking, this is unique. How it is unique? Because I'm combining science, I'm bringing philosophy, I'm bringing rationality, I'm bringing spirituality. Spirituality means your spirit, your energy, that you must speak with energy, dynamically. Then the people will listen to you. If you are speaking passively and you are not able to engage your audience, so people may not consider you a very good public speaker. So that is spirituality. Spirituality, that is your spirit. Spirit means your energy, your vital force, your power, the way you present yourself, the vigor, the strength, like a lion when you roar, and then your voice, your sound, your pronunciation, your accent, your fluency, your linguistic dimensions, the way, the fluency that you are flowing like a river, and then the waves, and then the sound of the waves, and then the people, you are penetrating in their minds, in their hearts, and they have emotional appeal for you as well as they have rational appeal for you, and then you become a great public speaker. So this is also a specimen, a demonstration also of public speaking, that your public speaking should be like this. So the first thing that you have to decide whether you want to be a public speaker or not. Do you enjoy public speaking? Now, who asked me to come here and to talk to you? It is my own interest. I love it. I love it. I love to be a public speaker. When I was in university, college, school, all the time, I would be participating in declamation contest. I would be the first position holder usually. I would be, talking to people in an emotional way. Later on, I learned that one should be a bit rational academic as well. Just only playing around and playing with the emotions of people, that is not a real service. The real service is that you give some information, some tips, some terminology, some definition, you give some elaboration of a point so that the people, they really take something, because their takeaway is important. We are listening to so many people on daily basis. So what is our takeaway? What are the exact points that after the listening to that person, what is the addition in our mind? What could we multiply? What is the multiplication and addition, not subtraction? Because why people should give you their time and energy? Why they should listen to you? What you have so particular, what you have so specific that they must listen to you? So you must have a message, and that message must be conveyed in an artistic, scientific way so that the people, they listen to you properly. So today you decide that I want to be a public speaker, and then comes the psychological dimension, your self-confidence, your self-esteem. You must have some knowledge, some academic things, the way you express the message that you have, your body language, the way you face the camera, the way you face the people, the way you look into the eyes of people. You are not, whenever you are speaking publicly, so do not look at only one person there, only one person, that is your target. You should look here and there, and take the people into confidence, and there should be some kind of communication, and that communication should be on the basis of conversation, dialogue, dialectics. Like Hegel or Socrates, they gave us a very good system, and that is called dialectics and Socratic dialogue. That you should have some time for question answers, for discussion, for discourse. Now in YouTube, I do not have this facility that we can have some question answer things, but in the real life, whenever you are speaking, so you must be ready, and you must encourage your people that they must ask you questions at the end of your session. maybe during the session, that depends on you. So when there is more question answer, so you are giving importance to your audience as well. They thank you that you are not only, this is not a monologue, but it is a dialogue. There two people are involved. Dialogue means dialogic. When two people become together, then it becomes a dialogue, it becomes logic. If one person is speaking and speaking and speaking and there is no response, there is no reaction, so then what for? So this was my introductory session on public speaking. And the steps is that you must have a message, knowledge, data, information. Once you have it, then communication, expression, the way, confidence, your interest, your body language, all these things come together. And if you do not want to be a public speaker, so don't try it. You know, but human being must have the ability to share the knowledge, the ability to share the information with other people. This is so important, my dear friends. What you learn, convey it, share it, be active, don't have fears, face your fear. Come on, talk to your mirror first, your looking glass, sing in your washroom, in your bathroom, talk to your family members, get some encouragement, and then from there, slowly and gradually, you are making yourself open to the public. So public speaking, that you are talking to the public, first you must know your own interest, and then you should know the interest of your public. What kind of public you have, what they want, what is their demand. So as per their topic, the topic that is given, you analyze the topic, you systematically explain the topic, and then you tell the people if they have some questions and answers. So I will be sharing this video on different Facebook. So people who are following me here, they should also follow me on Facebook, because I'm more involved in Facebook, where I can respond to your questions, and then we can have a great time of public speaking.